To prepare you for the upcoming WandaVision series, we thought that some viewers may need a refresher on the story of Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch, and how we got to this point. In this video, we will cover her entire story from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not the comic books as we typically do with our Origins Explained videos. But before we get into that, I'd like to mention today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends, where you can be the protagonist of your own story.
I ordered my hot sauce an hour ago.
Make your own Avengers-style team with over 500 champions to choose from, battle epic bosses across an exciting campaign, and even battle against millions of other real-world players. Raid Shadow Legends really does have it all. Caught in the middle of an epic struggle that's raged for thousands of years, you'll fight noble kings and dark wizards. You'll uncover prophecies, curses, betrayals, and meet 13 warring factions. You've got orcs, dwarves, undead hordes, and many more. If you scroll to the index screen, you can find them all there. Each faction is made of many unique champions. My personal favorite faction is the Sacred Order. More or less Templar-esque, a bunch of knights banded together during one of the massive wars to form an order dedicated to Lumaya and tasked with eradicating evil. And last month, Raid got their biggest ever update. The main event here is Doom Tower. It's a giant tower with 120 floors, a bunch of secret challenge rooms, and 12 seriously badass bosses to take on. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I just can't wait to dive in. There's really never been a better time to start playing, and here's the best part. The Raid team are giving away a bunch of free goodies, plus a super special champion to help get everyone started in the tower. Bulwark. He's absolutely awesome in Clan Boss, and he's also going to be a huge help in the tower against those bosses. If you want to get a huge head start in the raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description and get your free Void Champion, an XP booster, 50 gems, and some energy refills, and even an Ancient Shard as soon as you get in game. Not to mention, you're getting this beast absolutely free. You will find your extra rewards here in your inbox in the next 30 days only, and it's that easy. Just click the link in the description, and I'll see you guys in game. Wanda Maximoff and her brother, Pietro, who will be mentioned frequently throughout this video, were born in the country of Sokovia, where they lived for the majority of their lives. As children, their parents were killed by a mortar shell, and eventually a second shell hit their apartment building. However, it was a dud. So the two of them sat in solitude for days, staring at the explosive labeled with the name Stark in their crumbling apartment, hoping that the shell would not explode. This disturbing event scarred the two and gave the twins just cause to despise Stark Industries and Tony Stark himself. As the years wore on, Wanda and Pietro became vocal about their disdain for Tony and the Avengers, organizing and attending protests against Earth's mightiest heroes. Eventually, the two garnered a significant amount of notoriety, and during the United States' occupation of Sokovia, they were approached by Dr. List, the right-hand man of Baron Wolfgang von Strucker. List offered the two powers that would help them drive the Americans out of Sokovia. The twins were then experimented on and exposed to the powers of Loki's scepter, which held the Infinity Stone known as the Mind Stone within it. While these experiments killed every other volunteer, they activated dormant superpowers within the Maximoffs. Wanda was given an entire host of abilities, including telepathy, mental manipulation, telekinesis, flight, energy blasts, among others, while her brother Pietro could now run pretty fast. Eventually, the Avengers arrived in Sokovia to take down Hydra's base and recover Loki's scepter. During this raid, Wanda and Pietro were unleashed and were able to disorient most of the team and were successful in injuring Hawkeye before allowing the Avengers to escape after seeing that Tony Stark may cause the Avengers' downfall himself. With the capture of Strucker and the Hydra base, the twins were approached by Ultron, who convinced the pair to join him on his quest to destroy the Avengers, noting that Wanda would be able to tear them apart from the inside, referencing her ability to manipulate minds. Ultron then sought out Ulysses Klaue to purchase vibranium and brought along the twins. Eventually, the Avengers arrived, and the three of them battled against the Avengers. Ultron utilizing his raw strength, Pietro his speed, and Wanda was tasked with destroying the minds of the team. Successfully taking out Captain America, Black Widow, and Thor, she was eventually stopped by Hawkeye, who wasn't so keen on being mind-controlled again after his run-in with Loki years prior. After being saved by her brother, Wanda put her spell on Bruce Banner, forcing him to wreak havoc throughout Johannesburg, South Africa. After successfully obtaining the vibranium, Ultron wanted to make a new, more powerful body for himself. So he used the Mind Stone to control Helen Cho and forced her to begin crafting a new vessel for him using her regeneration cradle. Although after reading the quote-unquote mind of Ultron's new body, Wanda saw the true horror of Ultron's plan, so she used her mental manipulation to free Helen Cho from the Mind Stone's corruption, and she, alongside her brother, abandoned Ultron. During the Avengers' next conflict with Ultron, the twins stepped in to help them take down the homicidal robot. They then joined Captain America and were brought to Avengers Tower, where they attempted to stop the creation of Vision, but were unsuccessful. Now unofficial members of the Avengers, the twins accompanied them to Sokovia to help prevent Ultron from wiping out the majority of the human race. During the battle, Wanda became overwhelmed, but was reassured by Hawkeye, who dubbed her an official Avenger, and with her newfound confidence, she was a key component in the battle against Ultron's horde, destroying Ultron bots, evacuating citizens with her mind powers, and defending the key. Unfortunately, late in the battle, Pietro, now going as Quicksilver, was killed, saving Hawkeye. Sensing her brother's death, the Scarlet Witch cried out in anguish, destroying dozens of Ultron bots simultaneously. Distraught and seeking revenge, Wanda went looking for Ultron and was able to find him, ripped out his core, and destroyed it. After the battle, Scarlet Witch, along with Vision, Falcon, and War Machine, became the new Avengers and permanent members of the original team. Following this, Scarlet Witch would be trained by the Avengers and taken on multiple missions. During a mission in Lagos, the Avengers were tracking down Crossbones, and eventually a battle broke out. Captain America was caught in a fistfight with Crossbones, and after being distracted, allowed him to nearly kill himself, taking Steve with him. However, Wanda contained the blast, saving Steve, and sent Crossbones flying, although she was unable to contain the blast for long, which eventually blew up, killing dozens of Wakandans. After this mission, the United Nations came together and proposed the Sokovia Accords, which would allow them to control when and where the Avengers were deployed. This caused a rift within the team, and they were eventually split when Captain America attempted to recover the Winter Soldier. During this time, Wanda was kept in the Avengers facility by Vision, not allowed to leave. However, Hawkeye came out of retirement at the request of Captain America to free Wanda from the facility to help him fight the Accords. While Wanda was initially hesitant, Hawkeye convinced her to come with him, and she used her abilities to control the Mind Stone within Vision, increasing his density and pushing him down through the facility, allowing the two to escape. Wanda then joined Team Cap in the battle against Team Iron Man, saving Winter Soldier's life, and then assisted with Cap and Bucky's escape, although she was hit with a sonic cannon that knocked her out. Concerned for her well-being, Vision rushed to help her, and while distracted by Wanda, Vision fired a beam attempting to stop Falcon, but inadvertently hit War Machine, causing him to fall to the earth, crippling him. For her involvement with Captain America, Wanda was then sentenced to the Raft, a super prison which held super-powered beings, but was shortly broken out by Steve Rogers. After this, she became a fugitive from justice alongside Black Widow, Captain America, and Falcon. During this time, she would frequently sneak away to visit Vision, who she became romantically involved with. During one of these meetings, she and Vision were ambushed by two of Thanos' children, Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive. Corvus impaled Vision, preventing him from phasing, and Wanda had to fight desperately to save him. Prepared to fight the duo to the death by herself, Wanda was eventually saved by her fellow fugitive Avengers and brought to the Avengers facility. Learning of Thanos and his plan, the team agreed that the best course of action would be to destroy the Mind Stone, preventing Thanos from ever receiving it, which would ultimately kill Vision. However, Wanda was not willing to do this, so eventually Bruce Banner proposed removing the Mind Stone and then destroying it. Not having the capabilities to do so in the United States, the team travels to Wakanda to begin the procedure, Wakanda supplying its formidable military might to help battle the children of Thanos. However, things don't go exactly as planned, and Wanda is forced to join the battle to save her friends, and then quickly return to Vision to ensure his safety. However, Thanos then arrived, and Wanda is forced to destroy the Mind Stone, killing Vision. While it seemed their plan had worked initially, Thanos used the Time Stone to reverse time and take the reconstructed Mind Stone from Vision, killing him again. Having finally collected all 6 Infinity Stones, Thanos wiped out half of all sentient life in the universe, including Wanda Maximoff. Years passed, and half of the universe remained wiped out until the remaining Avengers were able to travel through time, assemble their own Infinity Gauntlet, and bring those lost to the snap back to life. The most powerful of those brought back were then teleported by Doctor Strange to what remained of the new Avengers facility to battle the Mad Titan, Thanos. Enraged over the loss of Vision, which was still fresh in her mind, Scarlet Witch took on Thanos herself and was easily handling her business until Thanos ordered an airstrike which knocked Wanda back, freeing Thanos from her grip. Wanda continued to be instrumental in the final battle against Thanos and his army, escorting Captain Marvel throughout the battlefield while tossing around Leviathans and taking out hordes of Outriders. Eventually, Thanos regained the Infinity Gauntlet, only to have the stone stolen by Tony Stark, who used the gauntlet to destroy Thanos and his army, but killed himself in the process. Following this battle, Wanda attended Tony Stark's funeral and stood alongside Bucky Barnes and Sam Wilson. After the funeral, Wanda spoke with her longtime friend, Clint Barton, the man who gave her the title of Avenger, and the two comforted each other over their losses. And that's it. That is the entire story for Wanda Maximoff up until WandaVision. How Vision returns and what will happen during WandaVision, we're not really sure yet, but this is everything that has happened thus far. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen in WandaVision, and let me know if you'd like more recaps like this in the future for the upcoming TV shows, so you can get a refresher without watching all 20 million Marvel movies and TV shows. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Remember to like and subscribe. It does really help us out, and we'll see you guys next time.